Hey, what's up, guys? Zero Select here, bringing you a post-narrated showdown battle. Don't really do this too often, so it's kind of weird sitting here, watching this replay. But, anyways, I did say keep an eye out for more battles with this team, and here's one. Obviously, my team's the one in the back. My opponent is the one at the front, and he has a pretty scary-looking team. Mostly because of how bulky freaking Chansey and Slowbro is. My best bet to take on that core is Scizor or maybe Mega Tyranitar if I manage to get enough boost. But if he doesn't suspect me to be Bandit Scizor, could catch either Slowbro or Chansey, U-turn, Superpower, something like that, and deal with those. And once I get those out of the way, it should be fine. Balloon's also a problem, but I do have two really good counters to it in the form of Latios and Togekiss over there. Manectric is going to be a little bit more difficult to deal with, so I got to keep Quagsire around for that, and Extra Drill is another huge threat because I don't have a realistic switching into it, except for maybe Quagsire, hoping he's not like a Life Orb set, because Quagsire really can't take too many Earthquakes from that thing. But anyway, that is the point. That is it for team preview. I don't really know how I'm going to try to, who's going to be the key player on my team to keep alive. I just need to keep everything relatively healthy so I can be able to take hits from his team. Anyway, that's the game plan for today, so let us begin. He's going to lead off with the Extra Drill, as I believe decided to lead off with the Latios, because I was kind of expecting the Manectric or Balloon to lead. He's just going to go ahead and lead off with the Scarf Extra Drill. Goes for the Iron Head. Luckily for me, he does not flinch, so I do get a pretty nice chunk off with the Dragon Pulse here. I'm going to go ahead and switch out of here as he pulls a double switch himself into Manectric. I don't know what he was predicting there. Maybe trying to catch a Ferrothorn with a Flamethrower or something like that. I don't know. But I get, switch on to Quagsire. And I know from experience that Manectric typically don't carry HP Grass, so he really doesn't have much to hit me with. So he's going to be forced to, hard switch out here into Chansey as I go for Scald. And I do get the burn. I wanted to go for Earthquake, but there's a chance that Balloon might want to come in. So, going for Skull was better play because, I could get a burn, something like that. And I do want a Chansey, so that's great. I'm going to switch on to Mechanic here, my Scizor, because, of course, it deals with Chansey relatively well. Doesn't have to worry about Toxic, and then threatens it out with, Bandit U-turn, things like that. Luckily for me, though, my opponent decides to stay in, probably over-predicting here, or probably didn't see the Superpower coming, but I do manage to get the Chansey early on, so that's great, because that means Togekiss is going to put in work now that his Chansey's dead. Because looking at his team, nothing really switches into Specs Togekiss. That's great. It's going to go into his Manectric here and then, pull a double line to his Mamoswine. I was kind of wondering why. Because, Quagsire kind of sits on Mamoswine. But he's going to catch me off guard here with a Freeze Dry. And that Freeze Dry is really going to come and bite me in the ass. I should have seen it coming, but of course, Freeze Dry Mamoswine isn't really, that popular. But still, it's a thing that people do run. But now, that sucks. Losing my Quagsire sucks. That means his Manectric's gonna put in work. I don't have things to take hits from the Extra Drill either. So losing Quagsire was definitely a huge deal for me. Predicting him to switch on to his Slowbro here. I'm just gonna fire off a U-turn. I knew he was gonna stay in and take a bullet punch because that will kill out, take out the Mamoswine there. So that's great. I'll get a huge hit off on the Slowbro. U-turn on to Togekiss and just take him out with Dazzling Gleam, just in case he wants to switch out into his Manectric, take an Air Slash. But then again, nothing on his team really switches in on the Specs Togekiss because I'm pretty sure Extra Drill would have died from that range. I'm not entirely sure. Here I'm just gonna go ahead and switch on to Ferrothorn. He's gonna fire off an Earthquake. Excellent prediction on his part, but it was the logical play because there's no way in hell Togekiss is going to stay on an Extra Drill anyway, especially when it's locked into Dazzling Gleam. So Ferrothorn takes that hit a lot better than I thought he would, given the fact that I'm not physically offensive, but he ate that up relatively well. I'm just going to go for the Power Whip here just to get some damage off. Get a huge hit off on the Manectric, so that's pretty good. Wanted to set up my rocks, I could have, but I think getting the damage off of the Manectric was better off in the long run. I'm gonna go on to Reptar here because I can take the hit relatively well, even though I'm not really investing in any bulk, just due to the fact that Tyranitar is really bulky in the sand. Does that. He's gonna Volt Switch out into his Mamoswine. Now here I'm just gonna leave Mamoswine as, I mean not Mamoswine, Tyranitar's Death Water, because I mean he's not gonna be really too useful so long as the Balloon is around. And now that he's not really at full health, I can't take a Mach Punch. So I'm just gonna Mega Ball, go for Stonus to do as much damage as possible to Mamoswine to guarantee that Bullet Punch from Scizor will take him out. So that is exactly what I'm gonna do. Earthquake takes me out, and now get a free switch out into Mechanic and threaten practically his entire team with a Bullet Punch. It looks like Manectra's gonna be my freaking Scizor's gonna be my win condition, so I really need to keep that around. At least relatively healthy, take a Mach Punch or two from Baloo. But with the rocks on the field, that's gonna be kind of difficult, especially because Latias is such a low health. I really cannot be. I won't be able to defog off later. I take out the extra drill with 2 Bullet Punches. He's gonna go into his Manectric. I'm not really too confident in Bullet Punch taking out Manectric from this range due to the fact that he intimidated me. So I'm just gonna go into Bianca's Death Water as he just goes for the Volt Switch. Doesn't take me out, but doesn't really matter because, like I said, I'm leaving this as Death Water anyways. So that's that. He's gonna actually Volt Switch out into his Balloon. I thought maybe he might want to go into his Mamoswine just do Ice Shard, but I guess in the end it doesn't really matter because Mach Punch just takes me out anyways. There we go. I got the free switch into tokens that I wanted, and that's great. Because, like I said, I do have enough speed investment to speed Adamant Balloon. If he had been Jolly, that would have been GG here, basically. But yeah, he's gonna pull a switch out into his Mamoswine. He's not gonna risk it at all, and take out the Mamoswine. So that's one less thing I need to worry about. But I could still very well lose if I don't play carefully here. He's gonna go to his Manectric, of course. Deals with Togekiss very well. He can just Volt Switch out, take me out. But he decides to go for a Thunderbolt. And that actually helps me out a lot better. Had he gone out, for the Volt Switch, that would have put me in a kind of more awkward situation. But I guess in the end, it doesn't really matter too much. Because in the end, I get my free switch into Mechanic, which is what I really wanted. And now that I'm not intimidated, I'm pretty sure Bullet Punch will take out the Manectric from the range of health it was at. So now he's gonna go into his Balloon. I really was not confident Bullet Punch would take him out, and then even if it did, I didn't want to risk him being Focus Sash. So I'm just gonna pull a switch out into Saturn to avoid the Spore and try to get him to hit me with a move. I'm trying to like break his potential Sash. That's what I'm trying to do here, and also just try to get damage off with Iron Barbs just to guarantee the Bullet Punch will be able to take him out. As you can see, Mach Punch doesn't really do too much, which is surprising because it's a special defensive Ferrothorn. I missed the Power Whip, which kind of sucked, but in the end didn't really matter because after 2 rounds of Iron Barb's damage that Breloom gets, that will be more than enough for Scizor's Bullet Punch to take him out. So that will be the end of the game. It's a really interesting, intense match actually, because I mean it could have gone either way if I played very wrongly at the end with the Balloon. Had I not gone on to Ferrothorn on the Spore, that would have been the end of me basically. But fortunately for me, Scizor did pull through. So that'll be that, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this rather quick narration. Working on bringing more content, I suppose. But anyways, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.